Yo, big up. Yeah, this stream goes out to our friends. This stream goes out to our friends across the pond who can't quite make it in the USA. So they've got to come over here because the sheep think that they're cool, hip, you know. But yeah, let's give it a couple of minutes, let a couple of heads join. Can't make it in the USA, so you know, it's a shame, you know, people can't see that these people are deluded, crazy, and nuts. But yeah, I can see straight through it. You can't make it in the US of A, so you come over here. But there are quite a few sheep on YouTube, and they jump on the bandwagon. I'm just typing something quickly. Yeah, you know, if I couldn't make a YouTube channel and sustain it in the UK, I wouldn't try it anywhere else. But I don't know, it's like for some reason the YouTube sheep, they like these crazy deluded Yanks. But yeah, the links pinned. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna start in like 3 minutes, guys. Two minutes, we're going in.
Fuck with it. I need one of those. What's that? What, a pushback? No, the case. I got a pushback anyway. What's happening? Alright. State your name, cuz. Stormzy, innit? And what are we doing today? Rapping, innit? Yeah? Fucking rapping, innit? Yeah? 5 in the pot. Let's go. Yo, look. Man, should I say he's better than me? Tell my man, shut up. Shut up. Mention my name in your tweets. I rude by shut up. Shut up. How can you be better than me? Shut up. Shut up. Best in the scene. Tell man, look, couple man call me a backup dancer. On stage at the Brits, I'm a backup dancer. If that makes me a backup dancer, the man in your vids, backup dancer. The man in your pics, backup dancer. Man, wanna chat about backup dancer. Big man like me with a beard, I'm a big man, how the fuck can I back up? Comes everywhere I go. I can't run with my enemy show. Walk in the club with all of my tugs. Party's done. Everybody go home, apart from the girl, them you don't stay. Walk in the club with the girl, say hey. Tell a man like I'm paid to the A. There's no champagne, we not ready. Yeah, I'm the best, I'm so cocky. I got 'em up like ASAP Rocky. I set trends, done man copy. They catch feelings, I catch body. They roll deep, I roll squaddy.
What, Steve? You can't hear the intro music? Big up, Mr. England. One second, let me just check something. I'm gonna carry on with the intro. I'm gonna see if I can play it on YouTube. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, you can't make it in America. Like, I don't know why you think you can make it over here. It's like, you know, without naming names, we know who we're talking about. There's a couple of them. You know, if I was going to try and create a YouTube channel which had a kind of viewer base in a different country, I would kind of be a bit more humble. But Steve, the music, you know, is there's a message behind the music. The lyrics are going out to the YouTubers that couldn't quite make it in America, so they're coming over here, and yeah, they want to be disrespectful, and yeah, the Chris CFC show don't really like that. So even if not many people are awake now at 4:10, this stream will be up on my channel. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this intro. The two American people in question, one is a man, one is a female. You know, one of them is, I'm gonna take over the UK, man. And yeah, the other one, she's like Marmite. You either love her or hate her. But yeah, after the intro, I'll tell you exactly what happened tonight, my perspective, and what I think, because, you know, I'm not afraid to tell somebody if I don't like them that they are a wanker.
Got a beacon to my posse. They drink Baileys, I drink Fossy. I get murky, they get worried. If you got a GAT, bring it out. Most of the real bad boys in the south. If you wanna do me something, I'm about. I'm not a gangster, I'm just about. You see my man over there with a pouch? Yeah, one of you man try get loud. All of my man them move so foul. I might sing, but I ain't sold out. Nowadays, all of my shows sold out. Headline tour, yeah, blood sold out. When we roll in, they roll out. I'm so London, I'm so south. Food in the ends like there ain't no drought. Flips don't talk like he's got no mouth. I wanna make my mum so proud. Like, yo, mum, book a flight, go now. All of my ex-girls talk to me hard. Talk to my face, then talk to my palm. Had 4 bills and I bought in your car. Little red whip that I bought from my Mars. I straight murkers who walk in the park. I take care when I walk on my plants. These MCs wanna talk about Lord of the mics. You ain't even Lord in your yard. Dead MCs, blood, leave me alone. Me and your girl, we speak on the phone. Kill a whole crew of MCs on my own. Kill a whole crew of MCs for the throne. Look, I was out hungry, so I'm hungry. Man, try to eat, then eat me the bones. Now these niggas they need me to grow.
Hot chocolate and a panini to go. I'm a big man for a coastal walk. Man are upset about the mobile wars. Yeah, I was gassed at the mobile wars. Why? Because I ain't won a mobile before. All of you MC sound so bitter. Shut down wireless, shut down Twitter. Shout out DP, shout out Flipper. Best my age, yeah, blood. Look, if you don't rate me, shame on you. If you don't rate me, shame on you. Can I order a deathbed for an MC? Wait, he wants beef, let me make that too. Anyone else wanna make that move? Anyone else wanna pay their dues? Stiff chocolate in my face so smooth. Imposters wanna take my tune. Check it, don't even talk too much, you're a talker. The man still go halves on a quarter. See me turn from a prince to a pauper. 2 cigarettes and a bottle of water. So the bouncers get the bottle and man in the kitchen putting in orders. Stiff chocolate skin clear like water. Smooth in the skin, start knocking up doors. Brown skin girl in the club, I want that one. Who's got Mr. Richard for a strap on? Yeah! I'm not breath there, you know.
Steve, you should be happy that came to an end, Steve. But yeah, that was more for the words in the song. Like yeah, it was kind of a symbolic way of telling a couple of people I don't like them and to like shut up. But yeah, especially when you're not English, right? I've got my own faults, so I'm not gonna sit here for ages going on about other people's. But this is my platform, so if I wanna express my views on a couple of people, then I will. Mr. Unknown. First of all, I didn't really like the dude. Thought he was a bit arrogant. And to be honest, my views did change. Before Wasp passed, he started coming on, and yeah, my views did change a bit on him, and then he reverted back to type, and now he just has the dregs on his channel, in my opinion. And I was on there yesterday or the night before, and it was chaos. You can't get a word in edgeways. Plus, my mic ain't the best at the moment. I've got to wait till Tuesday because of the bloody bank holiday to get a new mic. But yeah, even if my mic was working all right, yeah, it's about courtesy kind of thing. Dedicated American. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and then Janet. Someone earlier on, I went live earlier, and someone gave me a link to Janet's, and I thought I'd see what was going on, and there's been a lot said about her recently, good and bad, and I'm on there. It's going okay, and Plisco turns up, plus score. Yeah, Plisco turns up, and he's asking me like mentally ill questions. Do you know what bloody fucking Plisco asked me? He asked me, have I ever received money from Moon for sexual acts on camera? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting there thinking, like, did I really hear this? Like, Plisco, you're not right in the head. And it's like, And then Janet's like, "Oh, Chris, we all want to know, man. We're all sitting there, like," and I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, fair enough. Me and Moon ain't getting on right now, but I'm not gonna sit there slagging people off for their entertainment, and certainly I'm not gonna indulge conversations like that, And I said to them, no, I've never done any received payment for any sexual favors online or in real life, and they kept probing, and it's like, on one side you got a guy that is gonna take over England. Oh, I'm gonna take over the UK, man. Like, and he can't control his panel. And then there's a woman, Janet, who's either loved or hated. Most of the sensible people know she's deluded, she's a fantasist, and she's done a lot of crazy things. But there are some YouTube sheep out there that they don't know many American people, so they think she's cool, whatever. But no offense, but if somebody was on my panel and they were asking a bloke um, unreasonable questions like, have you been doing sex? Do you know what I'm saying? Sexual favors for money, whatever. You know. So yeah. And then, and then the funniest thing is, I fucking called out Janet in the side chat because while I'm answering while I'm answering Plisco about his ridiculous fucking question about Moon, right? Fucking Janet wants to kick me off her panel. So basically, like, she doesn't like the answer she gets. So in the side chat, right, I said, Janet, man, like, not a good move, whatever. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said, shame on you, Janet, this and that. And then she fucking mods me up. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just told you I don't like you. You've just took me off your panel and now you're modding me up. Like, fucking, I don't want to be a mod on your panel, like, but yeah, it's like, before I would start a channel in another country, I would at least establish one in my own country. And it's like, what is very weird as well is, for example, if I was going to start a channel in another country, let's just say America, yeah, just so we're all on the same page. I would have English friends that I'd bring on my panel, right? But when have you seen Janet or Mr. Unknown have any of their American friends on their kind of panels? It's Mr. Unknown. Obviously, that's not his name. It's kind of like Mr. Unknown. I can't put my finger on it. It's like he's unknown for a reason. It's like, I think he's got some secret that he's hiding. Like, he has to call himself Mr. Unknown because if people found out who he was, there would be a lot of things to be told, and people don't realize, but yeah, all Janet cares about is getting monetized and making money from it. And you know, I'm being honest. I've even financially been monetized to Janet's. You know, this was when Real's second channel was around. You know, I thought Janet was alright then. So, you know, yeah, it's just something. I just think there's something off with, you know, and yeah, fucking the Mr. Unknown Show UK, like, no one knows anything about the dude. You know, as I said, you know, this is just a kind of hypothesis. There's no facts behind it. This is just a feeling. I think Mr. Unknown had a channel in his own country, and something went tits up, and he can't do streams in his own country anymore. So he's coming over here, but he's not even coming over here humble. He's like, I'm gonna take over the UK, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, as soon as you say you're gonna take over a country that you're not even from, you know, that immediately is a red flag for me. It's like, you're gonna take over the UK, are you? Are you fuck? You know, and yeah, you can tell most of his subs have been bought because yeah, you know, I have less subs than him, but my streams get more views than his. You know, and yeah, just as I said, no proof, but just remember I said this. All my videos are up on my channel anyway, but sometime in the future, I got a feeling something's gonna come out about Mr. Unknown. You know, he's made it where if he was running from something or had something to hide in America, right? You know, no one's going to be able to find him because he's called Mr. Unknown. No one would know where to look. Rare, rare, rare. Why start a channel for the UK? You know, I'm English, right? Obviously, my channel's not solely for the UK, even though it predominantly is. You know, I'll have people from any country, but it's just weird. Like, his channel's called the Mr. Unknown Show UK. Like, he specifically wants it to be for the UK. Like, and these Americans that come over here with their channels, you never, as I said, you never see them with any of their friends. You know, if I was doing a channel dedicated to America, you know, I would have some English backup on my panel and stuff. And yeah, Janet, man, like, you are quite rude. Um, you let a sick man like Plisco ask sexual questions, you know, and because, you know, because you didn't hear the answer you wanted to hear, you're like, oh, I can't deal with Chris, and you kick me off your channel. And then when I call you out for it, you want to fucking moderate me. I don't want to fucking be a moderator. Do you understand? On your channel, like, I'm not interested. Like, you know, I'm happy with the YouTube community I've got around me. I don't have as much free time on my hands as I normally do, and yeah, fair enough. People can stream. Big up Minx. Big up Steve. Yeah, people can stream wherever they want. I ain't got a problem with that. But um, my gut is just telling me with Mr. Unknown. If I'm wrong, I apologise, and and I'm not sitting here saying anything. This is just a hypothesis. I'm not calling you out for anything. But as I said, I just think it's odd that you dedicate a show for the UK. Surely you got friends in America, and you would start a show in America and have your friend base around you. Um, a lot of my friends in real life, they watch my streams, right? They might not always watch them live, but they do get around to watching them. But they don't come on panel. Not everyone likes to come on panel. I get that, right? But yeah, yeah, I totally get that. But Janet, man, don't try and make yourself to look big at kind of my expense, because it ain't gonna work. You got a lot more skeletons in your closet, right? What I used to do drugs, so what? I'm past that, right? I've got a job. Yeah. If I ever could monetize my channel, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't want to earn money from my subs, right? And these people, that's exactly. And like an idiot, I've even financially paid as a sub for you, Janet, right? But I didn't really have a problem with you. But when you have someone on your panel asking me a question, right, a sexually explicit question about me and a female, which has no substance or is not true, don't kick me off, yeah, because you don't like the truth that, you know, I'm on a channel and Plisco comes on and asked me, did I ever receive money in exchange for sexual favors with Moon? And I kind of sat there for a minute, like, did I hear this right? Like, Plisco, yeah, you're fucking sick. And it's like, Plisco, like, these channels, right, they've got the dregs, you know. It's funny, like, Janet, your channel, and Mr. Unknown's channel, you have people like Dan, yeah, and Plisco on your channel. It's like, you know, you come over here dedicating channels to the UK, but all you really can get is the low lifes on your panel. Don't get me wrong. Some of the people on your panels come on my panels and they're okay. But it's funny how you have Dan, both of you on your panels. It's like Mr. Unknown. You have two moderators, right? And one of them is Dan. Like, and yeah, I think Mr. Unknown, right? You can deny it, but you're using Rodney K's mentality, right? Or I used to have Esau on my channel because it was a guaranteed panelist. That's the only reason you have Dan on your panel, because it's a guaranteed panelist. you know, I can sit here and do a stream without having people on my panel. I can engage with the side chat. I don't need people on my panel. If the side chat is engaging with me, yeah, I can quite happily sit there and yeah, as I said, Mr. Unknown, like at first I thought you was arrogant. Then you kind of, even though they don't call it the Hive anymore, you came over to this side of YouTube and okay, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that he calls the police. But yeah, things will come out about people. Mr. Paloo, mate, it's been a long time. How have you been, my man? I'm just wanted to check something quickly. Just share my screen a minute. Do you know what? I don't even know the name of Janet's show because someone sent me a link to it. But someone sent me a link earlier to the show. I know she used to have. I know she used to have the Empress Janet one. But yeah, I just want to. You know, sometimes you can tell quite a lot from. You can tell quite a lot from someone's. What's this? The Emperor. Oh, okay, so it was the Mr. Unknown show. Now it's the Emperor. What's this video on Billy anyway?
Every day I'm suffering. Save me from this prison.
Do you know what? I'm not going to indulge that. Mr. Unknown, yeah, leave fucking Billy alone, mate. Billy's alright. Yeah. Oh, we are ready for war. You see, what? Is that what? You just want to come over for war? Like, fucking sad, mate. Fucking grow up, man. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. He's only got about 600 subs. 1,000 of them are bought. And Dan hasn't deleted his fucking YouTube account. What a load of bullshit. Yeah, if anyone knows Janet's channel name, I would appreciate that. But I just want to watch the video quickly, see what his little videos are about. Let's see if he makes up his own content or he gets it from somewhere else. I do want to see this Brian Hull calls out Taffy for a fight though.
Right, here we go, Mr. Unknown. Let's just take this to do the tempo.
Uh-oh, Taffy, you in trouble.
Eddie, how we doing? Really good.
Ryan Earl's the man. He got them hands.
Unbelievable show. And I love great shows. So sometimes you put a show together, it's good, but you know, you've done better. And top to bottom, one of the best shows we've put on Saturday night. I can't wait.
Sorry, that's just a bit of a bullshit kind of that's kind of a bullshit fucking video. So 1 second, 21 videos. So the 21 videos are made up of lives. Yeah, when it says 21 videos, they're made up of lives and normal videos. Transapple, stop using fake avatars. Are you serious, Mr. Unknown? You're telling Apple, right, to stop using fake avatars, right? When you're called Mr. Unknown, right? You know, whether Apple uses filters on her avatars, right? At least they're pictures of her in the first place. But are you really fucking... And even if she was trans, which she's not, right? You know, are you homophobic against the LGBT community? It's like people hear these Americans, right, and they think, oh, they sound cool. And yeah, anyone who flocks to them, you're just sheep. Like, you're just sheep. Like, you know, Mr. Unknown and Janet, right? I've heard you lot say some really nasty things, and it's funny how Mr. Unknown, this random video that I picked to play has got Dan in it, right? And then I was on Janet's earlier, Dan was there as well. It's like these Americans, they come over here with grandiose claims, I'm going to take over the UK, and they've got the dregs of YouTube on their panel. Like Mr. Unknown says, oh, Dan's alright, man. Dan, he's cool, man. He's alright, man. You're just saying that, right? Because sometimes he's the only panelist you can get. You're using Rodney K mentality. Like people used to say to Rodney, right? Why do you have Esau on your panel? The way he talks to women and stuff. And he used to say, oh, at least he was a guaranteed panel member. But I would rather do a panel or a stream with no one than have, you know, certain people on there. And streams ain't always about they're not always about people on your panel, right? As I said, right, I can do a stream with just the side chat's engagement, right? If the side chat are engaging, I can do a stream with just the side chat, right? and also I can do a stream where I am just putting my thoughts and feelings across. You know, I'm not forcing people, and I never say to people, subscribe, hit the like. You know, um, I want people to subscribe because they want to subscribe. You know, I think I've only ever once turned on subscribers mode, and that was one night that there was a certain kind of trolls coming in, and most of my trolls I've got under control. They're blocked, so if you're blocked, you can't subscribe. But apart from that, right? You know, I've noticed Easy Rick do that as well. It's like I don't want to force my viewers to have to be subscribed to me, so they can chat in the side chat. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't look and think, oh, whatever. You know, sometimes people might not know you, they might not want to sub to you, you know, so, and it's like, as humans, we do kind of rebel. When you're told to do something, you know, you kind of, yeah, when you're kind of told to do something, you do kind of, try and, yeah, you do try and, kind of be kind of, what's the word? Um, yeah, you don't want to conform to what you're told to do, but you know, unknown, fucking Janet, run channels how you want. You know, I'm not saying to you who to have on. You know, I'm just telling you who I would have on. But yeah, at least Rodney, right? You know, fair play with Rodney. Even with me on my second channel, you know, I started my second channel, right, by myself. You know, on my first channel, thanks a lot, Russell, Wasp. You know, I was on one of Wasp's lives, and Wasp said, "Guys, here's Chris's link. Sub to him. You know, he's a decent guy." And literally within 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I had over 50 new subs. I can't remember the exact amount, you know, but on this second channel, I've put in all the work myself, and yeah, and I done that sticking to my kind of values and beliefs. You know, I can't sit here and say I believe in this. These are my values, and then in front of everyone, I'm saying what I'm about. Do the opposite. You know, I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes, and I admit to them, and I'm a better person because of them. But you know, I don't want to be known as a channel that will just have anyone on just to have someone on my panel. You know, it's like some people are alive tonight. It is quite late. I didn't get back till about 2:30 this morning. I went to Richmond on the piss, as you do on the weekend. But yeah, I'm not going to tell anyone what to do, even though a lot of people like to tell me how to run my shows. You know, certain people I don't mind. You know, I respect certain people's opinions, but other people I don't appreciate it. But yeah, yeah, just Mr. Unknown. I don't know what it is, but something seems off with you, man. Like you're begging attention from another country. You know, we're a tiny little fucking island, right? America's huge. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you're not gonna make it in America, you ain't gonna make it over here. Like, and fair enough, this is the internet, right? People can watch from anywhere across the world. But Mr. Unknown's channel is the Mr. Unknown Show UK. Like, who puts UK in their kind of channel name? You're exclusively dedicating your show to the UK. Like, if we look at this for a second, look at that. The Emperor Unknown Show UK. And he's that desperate, he's even put GB next to it for Great Britain. Like, and then Janet, you don't do yourself any favours. Don't have people on your panel ask them questions, sexual questions as well, and then kick them off when you don't hear the answer you want to hear. You know, you lot have dregs on your panel, right? Dan, Prisco, and that. You just have the dregs of society, and then you might have a couple of people I like on there if there's something going down and people want to put their 10 pence worth in. But yeah, I did want to see one of your videos quickly. I was curious. And Mr. Unknown, you're not going to get any favors by saying Dan's all right. You know, you got two fucking, and then just call, you know, you're saying that bloody Apple is using fake avatars. Fair enough, she might airbrush them or filter them, but that's her, right? At least she puts her face out there. Like, you know, yeah, every time Dan's, whether it's Janet's or Unknown's, you know, if that's the best, if that's the best quality of person you can have, then crack on. But yeah, I just think it's funny saying, you know, talking about fake avatars when A, your name is Mr. Unknown, and Mr. Unknown, they're not Dan's trolls, right? People don't suddenly think, oh, let's target Dan. These are people that are disgusted by the things Dan has said on PlayStation Network to teenage under 16-year-old girls. I've seen videos where he's saying to 13, 14-year-old girls he wants to perform oral sex acts on them. They get that distressed that they end up leaving the stream, right? You then have trolls, Dan. You have people that hate you because of the heinous, sick, vile, vulgar shit you said. So let's see what he's got to say.
We got Trans Apple in the house.
No, wrong one.
There we go. There's the right one.
How you like that, Trans Apple? What a beautiful woman. Wow. Look at that sexy lady right there. She's a foxy.
Hey, guess where that picture came from? Trans Apple Charles. Guess where that picture came from? Who is the person who sent that to me? Is that person's name Travis? Oh, yeah.
And I don't even know what that fucking Apple Charlotte's fucking problem is for me, because I never had a problem with her. But if she wants to continue being fucking funny, I'll add her to the fucking list and all. So she wants to shut her fucking mouth. Stupid little bint. Fucking weirdo. Fucking weirdos.
Apparently, I'm.
So let's take a step back for a second, right? We have Dan calling people weirdos, right? You know, no offense, Dan, that is pretty hypocritical. Let's see what the side chat's saying. So we got bleeding, right? So yeah, sorry, we got Dan first. Going on like butter wouldn't melt. But to be honest, yeah, I think Dan, Dan kind of suits being on Janet's and Mr. Unknown's. You know, it's kind of an adaptation to the saying, like father like son, like panel like panelist. You know, yeah, Dan, if you're ever gonna take any advice from me, stay on Mr. Unknown's, stay on Janet's. You know, you fit in perfectly there. You know, with the likes of Bleeding Tart. You know, she's very vile. I've started to see, you know, when I first came to YouTube, right, and I was on the dream team, right, before I realised, you know, about all this stuff and that, right. Bleeding was a lot more tamer. She was a lot more humble. She was a lot kinder and nicer. Since she started doing and made her own stream, she's let it go to her head, and she's quite vulgar, like, you know. Just look at the avatar names. Let's even strip it back even more. Supposing she wasn't trying to slag off Apple Charlotte, right? Bleeding, if you got a problem with transgender people, you know, I believe in this day and age, everyone should be able to, as long as they're not harming people, they should be able to be who they want in life love who they want in life. If they want a transgender, you know, that's up to them. I'm a straight guy, you know, I like women, that's my preference, right? Um, but if we were all the same, it would be kind of boring. Um, but yeah, basically that that kind of avatar name, basically it shows you're homophobic because transgender is part of the LGBT community. So when you attack the LGBT community, you're attacking. I'm trying to think. LGBT. I think it stands for lesbian, gay, bi, transsexual, or transgender, right? So there's proof there in itself, bleeding heart, that you have a problem with the LGBT community, even if you're trying to ruffle the feathers of Apple Charlotte, right? You're making a joke of LGBT plus community. Not a good move. And then you got a dodgy channel host who sits there, condones it, and it's funny because Mr. Unknown won't have anyone on his panel who have or has a problem with Dan. You know, quite a few times I've seen people on Unknowns saying, "Oh, Mr. Unknown, Dan is this, Dan is that, head's gone, big up." Um, yeah, quite a few people have gone on to Unknowns and tried to educate about Dan, and he won't have it. Oh man, Dan is okay, man. You know, you only think Dan's okay because you got no one else to fill your panel, and I would rather sit here expressing my views or engaging with the side chat, right? Certain people, I'm not saying that I would never have Dan on my panel or someone of his caliber, you know, not just for a general socialize, no, I wouldn't. But if it's strategic, like if I'm trying to get an answer to something, or it's in my interests or any of my friends' interests to get answers or to get information about something that is relevant at the time, then yeah, I will use people I don't like as a pawn. But yeah, you know, you're all adults. I'm assuming, and I'm hoping, you know, you make your own minds up. But I just think it's a bit weird that these Americans they come here wanting to take over the UK, and yeah, with Unknown, I just got a gut feeling that the reason he is so unknown is because he's got some mad secret, you know. Plus, his show is dedicated just to the UK. Like, I'm British, right? Uh, I wouldn't dedicate a show necessarily never to another country, right? I might call it the Chris CFC. Well, my old channel was called CFC Affiliated UK, right? But now it's just called the Chris CFC 2.0 show. But, you know, I'm British, so it makes sense that if I'm going to do a show, it's going to be based in Britain. But I got a feeling Unknown's got some secret. You know, maybe I'm wrong. You know, it's just a hypothesis. It's just a gut feeling, and my gut feelings are normally pretty spot on. And Janet, you've said some horrible things. You've done some nasty things. And yeah, you will get some weirdos flocking to you. Don't let it get to your head. You know, so Mr. Unknown, keep defending Dan, right? If, you know, next time I come on your panel, I will send you a few links of Dan on PlayStation Network in chats talking to girls at least 13, 14 years old, saying that he would love to perform an oral sex act on them. These girls get so distressed, they leave the panel. And, you know, even if you saw them videos, Unknown, you still back him. Mr. Unknown has got 2 moderators. One of them is Dan. What the fuck? And Janet, yeah, fucking. I've even fallen for your bullshit. I used to be a paid monthly subscriber on your channel. You know, I'm not telling people where to go. I don't do that. People, go to whatever channels you want. Form your own opinions. You know, this is just my opinion. But yeah, you know, not everyone. I'd say some YouTube people, they're like sheep. You know, they see someone like Janet or Mr. Unknown, and because of the accent or whatever, they think they're cool. You know, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trawl through YouTube on my next day off, and I am going to. Well, there's more content on Janet, right? Of the heinous, nasty things, vicious comments, you know, and Unknown as well. Like the people they have on there, you know, it's one thing to have a laugh and joke and make the odd kind of mad comment, right? But yeah, yeah, all I will say is, you know, Mr. Unknown, if you are genuine and nothing is untoward with you and you got no skeletons in your closet, I do apologise, but until said skeletons come out of them closets or closet, depending on how big the skeletons are, we're not gonna know. Because, but you just look like you've made it really hard for anyone to find out who you are, and we never see you with any of your American mates. Same with you, Janet. Um, we might see you with American people on your panel, but on my streams, I've had my brother on once. I've had a couple of my friends on once. I've had colleagues on. So, you know, it's just a bit random. But anyway, 5 o'clock in the morning. As I said, all my videos will stay up on my panel. But yeah, if you are a sheep and you think these people are cool, that's your opinion, and I, sorry, just putting a jumper on, it's a bit cold. I've got a saying, I respect people's opinions, but I might not always agree with them. But yeah, by the choices of, you know, who people hang around with, you could tell a lot from from who people hang around with, and yeah, but yeah, I'd love to hear people's thoughts on air quote the American crew. But yeah, dedicating us, you know, if he had the Mr. Unknown show America and then the Mr. Unknown show UK, but he has one primary channel when it's dedicated to the UK. Like, what are you hiding from in America, man? Like, fucking God only knows. God only knows. And yeah, on that note, 5 a.m. I'm gonna get some kick. I'll be at 11. Start at midday. Fuck's sake, start at midday. So 1 second, right? 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 hours sleep. 6 hours sleep. 6 hours sleep. That's gonna have to do. That is gonna have to do. But 6 hours sleep is gonna have to do. But guys, big up, one love, and just kind of, just think, yeah, just think of like, yeah, just do what you do, go where you want to go, you know. But I don't know, just it's a feeling I get, and I'm normally pretty spot on with feelings. But yeah, enjoy your bank holiday weekend. Whatever you do it big. Have a good one, and I'll see everyone around the YouTube universe. As I said, it is late for people who haven't seen or are awake now. There's no point talking to you because obviously you're asleep. You're not going to hear what I'm going to say. But my videos do stay up on my channel. I'm not one of them people that needs to put my videos on private. You know, that's what I mean. People do streams, they slag people off, and then they put them on private, right? So people don't either hear what they say, or because what they've said can get them struck. But I don't operate like that. All my content's on my channel. The only time I will delete a video is if I've said something and I have got it completely wrong. You know, bear in mind, this is my opinion. You know, I haven't specifically said Mr. Unknown's done anything, but supposing I said this person went to jail for this and they didn't. You know, if I made an error, I will retract a video in certain cases. Or if I went live and I was live for about half an hour It was one of them unlucky days where I had nothing to say. I just wanted an open panel, and there was no engagement. If I went live for half an hour, there was no engagement. I'll delete a stream like that. But yeah, everything I've said tonight, you know, that's my opinion, and it will be on my channel. But anyway, guys, big up. Have a great bank holiday weekend. And yeah, man, don't do anything I wouldn't. So that basically means do whatever you want. And yeah, just big up to the side chat. Steve, big up Minx. Thanks for stopping by. Head's gone. And if I've missed anyone else out, Steve's jumping on quickly. Steve, just as I'm going out, you want to jump on, buddy?
Yeah, come on, mate. Fucking sake. Fucking early, isn't it?
Steve?
Yeah, can you not hear me?
I can hear you, but your mic is very... 1 second, let me just check your mic. I think it may be... Nah, I can't. You need to...
Right, Chris,
Steve,
I can't.
let me bring you back in. Steve,
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chris.
You are very, very low.
Right, I can't help that.
Guys, can any of you in the side chat here, Steve, if you can, put a 1. I want to know if it's just me.
It's me, Chris.
No, I know it's you. I mean, I want to know if it's just me. You can't hear Steve. You're very, very low, man.
Chris, I mean, it's my volume, right? There's something wrong with my volume, mate. I've tried fucking everything. Right, I'm gonna have to fucking play it through
Steve, mate, your mic is so low, I can't hear what you're saying.
Alright, Chris.
Jump out, jump back in. I promise you I'll wait for you, man. Because I can't hear what you're saying. Honestly, Steve, mate. Yeah, look, on the screen, it was the same on Life Huts. Mike still fucks Steve. New mic time. I did say jump out and jump back in, but, you're not jumping out, so... On that note, big up, guys. Steve, I can't hear what you're so low, man. But yeah, guys, big up, man. Big up.